Dreamland is populated by several kinds of creatures and even monsters. In this world of anarchy, one penguin rules over the Waddle Dees to maintain peace. King Dedede is the monarch who I think rules Dreamland. It's never really too clear what he rules over, but he is a king. Kirby first encountered this guy in Kirby's Dreamland, Kirby's first video game ever. The king had stolen all the food in Dreamland, possibly causing absolute starvation across the land. You absolute monster. Like I mentioned last time, the reason he did this was most likely to feed his large army and convince them to stay and serve him. Kirby uses 5 star pieces from the king's most trusted allies and defeated the king, returning the food to Dreamland. After this defeat, King Dedede eventually challenged Kirby to a race, running to the finish line and shoving as much food into their mouths as physically possible. It was horrifying. The king again lost to Kirby, and that's when the rivalry really got heated. Over the years, King Dedede has proven to be sometimes tough and sometimes a really weak rival of Kirby. Kinda depends on which game we're talking about. He is the most talented with the hammer ability, interestingly enough has a similar flying ability as Kirby. Also, King Dedede can inhale. Yeah, he can do that like Kirby too. Apparently, that's just a common thing in Kirby. The origin of King Dedede is really unknown. The most likely answer is that the king wasn't actually a king to begin with and earned his title when he gave all of his food to the Waddle Dees. He's like the king of just Waddle Dees, which explains why no one else respects him as a king. In his army, he does still have other soldiers, but Waddle Dees are definitely the most well recognized. Some other troops you might encounter are the Bombers, Gordo, and Shatso, all of which have appeared in Smash Bros. In one way or another. Gordo even King Dedede's current side B. Unlike the Waddle Dee though, not too much is known about the Gordo, except that they cannot be destroyed, they hurt you on impact, and their name means fat in Spanish. King Dedede, however, is an extremely impulsive person. Most of what he does is based solely on how he feels, and a lot of the time, it's interesting to see that he's a bit of a softie. The most famous example of this, of course, being the Fountain of Dreams, when the King Dedede destroyed the power source of the fountain, but he only did this in order to make sure that an evil entity didn't come back. Even though Kirby thought he was the enemy, King Dedede was trying to do the right thing, and in the end even helped give Kirby a boost to eventually go and fight the Nightmare. Though he didn't really solve the problem, he was trying to do the right thing, so it does prove that King Dedede overall has good intentions. There's also a scene in the show where the world's about to come to an end, and King Dedede decides to give back to the people he never gave to, and stop being selfish for once in his life. So yeah, that's basically all there is to this penguin guy. I think he's a really cool character, and he's a really good ally to Kirby, and he's a very important character now. We'll dive more into other aspects of Kirby lore coming up soon. Thank you all guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.